What's going on YouTube? This the Modern Man Experience. We're gonna be reacting to a video by Average Man Unplugged. It's gonna be, I'm 40, I wasted my life, I have nothing to show for it. Don't make the same mistakes. Let's get into it, fellas.
House, no savings, no career that I'm proud of. But yet every hour you waste now is a debt you're going to have to pay later. You should be building something. Skills, discipline, financial stability, wisdom, a backbone. More importantly, send this to a man who's drifting through life and still thinks it's fine. Because it's not. It's not fine. You don't get a second life. You don't get a redo. You get one.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
What's going on YouTube? Is your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. Speaking of which, make sure you guys hit your notifications because around the time this video premieres, maybe either a little bit before or maybe after or maybe even during while this playing, I will probably be going live from either this channel or the live channel, maybe both at the same time depending on what I got going on, but definitely this channel because I'm celebrating the 100K party today, and it would make more sense to go live from this channel since this is the channel that I have 100K on. My goal for the live channel is 10,000, which I only need about 500 give or take to reach that goal, and about another 600 or 700 for the travel vlog channel because my goal is to reach 5,000 by the end of the year on that. So if you're not subscribed to those channels, please support and go to those channels. All the links are in the description. And if you are in town and happen to be in Pattaya, you're more than welcome to come to Madru Bar and join me, as well as Club 808 afterwards. Now, let's get to the video. I came across this and I was like, dude, I gotta react to this. This hits home for me as a brother who just turned 40 this year, and I'm finally hitting my stride in life. And to hear what this man had to say, I think is something that a lot of men need to hear, and I think in some degree women need to hear it as well, because when women say they want men to hold other men accountable, I don't think they realize that this is a very good example of what men holding other men accountable actually looks like.
And we do it all the time, man. Even they can say what they want to say about Fresh and Fit channel, but admiring hold men accountable all the time, bro.
So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
I'm 40 and
Unlike Alba and Preach, they just act like they better than men.
I wasted my life. I've got nothing to show for it. No house, no savings, no career that I'm proud of. I'm pouring everything that I have into this channel because I've got nothing else. And if you're in your 20s or even your early 30s and you think you've got time, I'm telling you right now, you don't. I wish I had someone in my life when I was younger, someone who actually cared enough about me and was smart enough to show me how life really worked, how women really operated, and what I actually needed to focus on. I didn't have that. I was getting all of my ideas about love and success and women from movies and idiots my own age who didn't know anything at all.
Right.
So there was no sense of urgency, no perspective, just vibes and dumb plans.
Now, two things that stand out already that he mentioned that lets me know that he was probably at least slightly blue pill, or clearly he, like he said, wasn't really aware. One, getting your idea of what love was through movies and stuff.
It's crazy.
Who typically does that, men or women? I'll leave that up to y'all. And then the verbiage that he used, vibes and whatever plans or anything that may happen. That sounds like some shit some women would say. This is one of the reasons why women hate RP content so
Yep.
much, you guys. Because it takes you away from looking at the world through their lens.
Yep.
That's all it is, bro. That's literally all it is. The way he looked at love is the same way women do. This fantasy
And they don't even look at it that way. That shit just all an illusion to get you to think like them and get them to behave a certain way to where they can use your ass.
bullshit. He literally just told y'all that. And a lot of guys grew up like that, myself included. I'm not excluded from this shit. I'm not perfect at all. Far from it. I went through the same thing, you guys. That's why I wish women would quit acting like they hate RP content so much. That's what it's really for.
Yep.
As well as the self-improvement and other stuff and other things, which I think he's gonna get into later. Let's keep it moving.
And this fantasy that everything would somehow work itself out, and it didn't. In my 20s, I thought I was, super
They say faith without works is dead, right?
deep and cool, and because I had tattoos, and I knew some obscure bands, and played drums, and I thought being different was a personality. I wasn't building anything real. I was just chasing sex and novelty, hooking up with women because I was addicted to the high, not the connection, just the rush. I spent more time crushing on church girls who didn't like me, and hanging out at coffee shops and smoking cigarettes, drinking lattes, and going to hardcore shows. I did more of that than I did doing anything that would help me long term. At 23, I was playing ding dong ditch with my friends, like I was 13 again, thinking it was hilarious, which it was, but fun times. But I wasted so many hours just trying to get validation from people who didn't care if I lived or died. At the end of the day, I thought my life was meaningful because it looked cool in photos, looked cool on MySpace. But, all I was doing was burning through the most valuable years of my life. The years where I had the most energy, the most flexibility, and the most time to build something meaningful. Nobody told me I was wasting it. Nobody.
Now, this right here hit home for me because it takes me back to a time to about 10 years ago, give or take, about 12 years ago. For y'all that have been watching me for a long time, y'all probably heard the story before of me when I got locked up. And I believe when I came out, I want to say 29 or 30. I can't remember exactly right now. But I remember when my mom wrote me, like, she had let me know, like, all right, look, you done pretty much wasted your 20s. Your ass about to be 30. Now your ass done got locked up. You need to get on your shit so that way by the time you 30, you got your own place, and you establish and can do your thing. And I'm just over here thinking to myself, like, wow. I'm like, time went by so fast. I'm like, it's like when that, and all I keep thinking about is like, only if I knew then what I know now. And it's like, and it's one of the reasons why I was inspired to start this channel, because I don't want guys wasting their 20s like I did.
At the end of the day, people still gonna waste their 20s. People still gonna waste their time. People still ain't gonna be shit, because at the end of the day, it's all about what they want to do. It's all about where they want to go, where they see themselves. Everybody ain't gonna make it, man. Some people just gonna be ain't shit.
Because if I would have spent my 30s to be in a position where I'm at now, and I would have did the same thing in my 20s, can you imagine where I would be now at 40? That's the whole point.
And for us to say that nobody ain't tell us what to do, some people told us, we just didn't listen to the people that told us exactly what we needed to do. We ignored them to do whatever we wanted to do because we thought we had time or we thought we knew better. Let's keep it real. We thought we knew better. We thought what we was doing was the right thing to do because a lot of people said, "Oh man, have fun in your 20s. Have fun in your," you know. We listened to them people instead of listening to the people that told us go to church, stay at home, stay away from the crowds, don't be hanging with them niggas on the streets. We didn't listen to them type of people. We ignored them.
That's
That's
the
really
whole
what it
point,
is.
and that's exactly what he's trying to say also. But I'm gonna let him cook.
And when the world sees you drifting, it doesn't intervene. It just keeps feeding you distraction after distraction and lie after lie while profiting off of your blindness and ignorance. And then fast forward into my late 20s, you know, then I got into a relationship that wrecked my life. She got pregnant and everything changed. And I love my son. I would never undo that. But that relationship, it was a disaster. I did not know how to choose wisely at all. I confused chaos and passion and intensity with love because no one ever taught me the difference.
That's because most women are
emotional damage.
that's American women right there in a nutshell.
I thought it was normal for things to be dramatic and unpredictable. I thought that meant we were meant to be or something. I don't know. But I don't know what was going on, but instead I ended up in family court fighting for time with my own son, treated like an intruder and a criminal for wanting to be a father.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? I thought, having drama and things being chaotic was supposed to be normal. That is a feminine way of thinking. That is the way women think. I'm telling you. And I'm going to leave the link to this video full in the description, so that way y'all can go support him and follow him. And I'm not trying to throw any shade if he ends up watching this, but I'm just showing y'all the patterns because he told, y'all gonna see where he's going with this and understand why he is where he's at now and why he's making these videos. Because I ended up subscribing to him. I like his content. I'll probably be reacting to more videos of his, but let me keep it moving.
And then in my 30s, my 30s weren't the best years of my life. You hear that a lot. Your 30s will be the best years of your life. 30s and 40s. 30s were a nightmare. I was broke.
Mine too, bro. Mine too. I'm still in my 30s and struggling, and good to have my own, but I'm going through the same thing. Baby mama issues, kids, and keeping my house, my apartment that I have, keeping myself afloat. I ain't on pins and needles, but at the same time, I get it. I'm going through the same thing he going through, but in my 30s, but just a little bit different.
I was depressed. I was isolated, missing my son constantly, and dealing with games and lies and schemes my ex would pull to destroy the bond between me and my son. I wasn't just dealing with grief. I was dealing with a system that didn't care if I disappeared. And yeah, a few times I, in the midst of all that, tried to date again. I finally started to see what I'd been blind to in my 20s. I was no longer that 27-year-old stuck in a 500 days of summer mindset, falling for manic pixie dream girls, just because they liked the shins too. Now I saw the red flags clearly. Girls with baby rabies, daddy issues, manipulation, all of it. I could spot it instantly. I was like a bloodhound for that kind of thing. It's easy to detect now. That's the part that stings the most. Now I'm 40. I hate my job. But it's not just that. I'm disillusioned by the world. Once you see how everything really works, how broken it all is, you cannot unsee it. Mm-hmm. Everything feels fake. The economy is a scam. Inflation is gutting families. People are more isolated than ever before.
Yep.
No one's honest.
Nope.
No one's fulfilled.
Nope.
And there's a deep apathy baked into everything now. That's why I'm here. This isn't a content hobby for me. This is me refusing to stay silent. This is me using what I have left to build something real, because the clock is ticking.
Yeah, I feel it every day. Every day, yeah, you feel it like, man, time running out, and we closer to we is to to that transition than we is to our past. Once you get to 40, man, it's like it ain't no time for the games no more. It ain't no time for looking around, making it seem like what's real is not there. You know what I'm saying? You can't fake it no more. You like, fuck it. I see what it is. I gotta accept it, swallow it, and deal with it head on.
Which is again one of the reasons why we reiterate in this space that you use your 20s, like he said, when you have the most energy and the most flexibility and time to do what you need to do, so that way you can enjoy your 30s and 40s
For
instead
real.
of your 30s being toxic or nightmare or however he described his 30s. My 30s, I would say, are a lot more like what my 20s should have been. So there were some isolation here and there. I went on monk mode for a while before I finally got monetized on here and started traveling. But outside of that, can't really complain too much because I was too busy focused on myself and being disciplined and just trying to make more money. That's pretty much what my 30s was all about. And now where I'm at now, and gotta say, bro, pretty content. And I see a lot of brothers that are watching me that are on the same path, and I salute to you, brothers, and I'm paying attention, and they reach out to me and always keep in contact and let me know where they at. Just had a brother that graduated IT, I believe. A few other brothers starting and opening businesses and stuff. So yeah, man, there's more to RP than just women, ladies. Yeah, that's actually a real thing.
And also, you know, if I die before I can tell my son any of this, before he can know, I mean, he's almost 11, but I want my son to know that his dad didn't just give up, that I fought very hard and went through a lot, and that I bled in silence, that I fought to stay in his life tooth and nail. I fought to become something that he could be proud of, and I fought against a system that was way bigger than myself, that tried to break me. And so this channel, Dad Mode and Dark Mode, is part of that fight. It's my record. It's my time capsule, my legacy. It's my proof that I didn't just drift off into silence and was just...
Or the worst thing you could do is give up. You know what I'm saying? And take yourself out, because a lot of men do that, and I think that's the coward way out. Sorry to say it, but it is what it is. I think giving up and just calling it quits, and bro, taking yourself out, bro, it's not the way to go, bro.
passive. And I hope one day, when he's ready, he'll understand all of this. And so, you know, if you're in your 20s right now and you're listening to this, stop thinking you've got unlimited time. Stop doing it. You don't have unlimited time. You think it's harmless to keep chasing women and wasting money and avoiding responsibility. But one day, you'll wake up and you'll realize you've got no leverage. You've got no power.
That's real.
Absolutely no clarity and no way to get those years back. One day you will wake up and
Facts.
you will be 40.
Yep.
You will be stuck working a job that you hate with nothing.
Hey, I don't hate my job. I like my job. You know what I'm saying? I like doing YouTube too, even though I'm doing it for free. Can't wait to start getting paid. I like my job. Ain't nothing wrong with having something to do and getting paid for it, and being able to go interact with different people. I like my job, bro. That's another thing too. You shouldn't be working somewhere you don't like.
Nothing to show for it except memories that don't even matter, that you constantly think about and and it leaves you with no air in your lungs. This pain, you know it. You know what that pain is when you think about, what once was. But yet every hour you waste now is a debt you're going to have to pay later. You should be building something.
I agree.
Skills, discipline, financial stability, wisdom, a backbone.
Principle.
And if you don't know where to start, I wrote something for you. It's called Dark Mode Protocol. You can find the link in my channel description. I'll leave it in the video description as well. And it's not inspirational fluff. It's not a self-help book. It's a survival guide for men who are sick of being lied to and want to start thinking clearly and acting with purpose. I'll go ahead and also whatever it is, I'll leave the link on the screen too to go read it. And subscribe if you haven't already and you're building something. And comment if this hits hard for you. Let me know your story, where you're at. More importantly, send this to a man who's drifting through life and still thinks it's fine, because it's not fine. You don't get a second.
Shout out to him, man. I'm in the video there. Shout out to Average Man Unplugged, man. I like your channel. I've been subscribed for a while. You know what I'm saying? Love your content, man. What you do, how you put the videos together. And I just want to say, man, yeah, I'm 38, man. And he's right, man. You don't have time to waste. You shouldn't be playing games. Don't be chasing women. You should be chasing money. Money is not everything, but I'm saying you want to be stable. You don't want it to be out here messed up and not being able to take care of yourself or living in your mama basement. I'm gonna leave the link to this. I'm gonna leave the link to the video down in the description. I'm gonna leave the link to Average Man Unplugged channel in the description. I want y'all to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know what y'all think. If you 30 to 40, if you 30 and up, let me know what you think about this video down in the comment section also. And all of us that need to get together, man, and us as men, and build something, man, and put each other up on game and let each other know you want to get one life, man. So make the best of it. It's Modern Man Experience. Until next time, man, I'm out of here, fellas. Peace.